What phenomena we are! Nature is harmony, equilibrium, and tranquility. But it's not always like this. When the equilibrium is broken by natural causes, nature herself sets very powerful effects into action, which, although they seem terrible to us humans, carry out a very necessary task. Of re-establishing the nature's delicate balance, without which life on Earth could not exist. And after a storm, as severe as it may have been, something shines in the end. A rainbow on the horizon.
Goodness, it's raining frogs! How is this possible?
If one of them falls on us, we'll be ready. They must weigh a ton. Ah! We're falling!
That's what you get, Big Mouth!
It seems like it's magic. It's incredible. Since when has it rained frogs?
Raindrop! Frosty! Help me!
Gosh, Nimbus, I think it likes you. It's enjoying sitting on you, 'cause you're so soft and squishy.
I don't know what you think is so funny. That amphibian was heavy as a rock.
Looked like our friends received quite a shock.
We could invite them to check out some atmospheric phenomena.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I forgot how cold it gets up here, but I have to go up. I'll be much more effective way up in the sky.
Hey, don't drink, we're working. Alcohol will fog up your head.
No, what luckily you caught me in time.
You're such an oaf, Dopey. What a way of showing up.
It wasn't my fault. I was in the flask talking to my colleagues. But you, what are you doing here?
I've got a matter to settle with some characters who live up there in the clouds.
Poor things. But what did they do to you?
Don't worry, they'll pay for it soon enough. Attention, Dopey. This is our destination, here in these clouds. Come on, jump off with me.
Where are we jumping? I can't see anything.
Come on, you wimp. Jump!
Okay. Oh, at least it's nice and soft.
Those know-it-alls of the skies who watch how the Earth's climate works are in this cloud.
What a lovely job they think.
Shut up! I think I hear them already.
I'm very happy to see you again.
And we're happy to see you. It was quite a surprise that you invited us to your observatory.
Rats! That group of fools is here too?
Raindrop and his friends don't seem like fools to me.
Of course not, because you're a fool yourself. Bah, come with me. We'll hide and I'll find a way to avoid them. Let's go.
Come in. We wanted to show you a few things.
We saw that you were quite surprised by the storm of frogs.
So, me getting squashed by that amphibian really made you laugh.
Well, it's just that it's not the most common sort of phenomenon, and...
What was funny was seeing how they rained right on you.
Well, it was their fault that I bumped my head so hard on the ground.
Yeah, I know. We saw that too.
Oh, forgive us for laughing, but it was so funny.
I think you've laughed enough at our expense. Now, could you tell us why it rained frogs?
Of course. The reason why there were frogs in the sky could only be a hurricane.
Or a tornado, which are whirlwinds that form when a large, humid, hot air mass comes across.
A cold, dry air mass. And this whirlwind can then move up to 500 kilometers an hour and pick up everything that comes its way, from the ground to the sky.
Including frogs?
And fish, too. And sometimes houses and even people.
Wow, how brutal. Why do tornadoes do that?
Well, they're just the result of great differences in climates.
Gosh, all this meteorological stuff is sure complicated.
Yes, and that's why we've invited you, so that you can get to know some meteorological phenomenons better.
Wow! Who are all those characters?
Come with me and watch them. You'll get to know them like that.
Last week I had to carry off some little rocks and snails before that fish, and this week frogs. I can't stand it anymore. I gotta get another job.
I have no idea what you're whining about. Achoo! Every time I go out, I get a horrible cold.
Here we are complaining again. We should have gotten different jobs.
Would you mind if I drank a little water? My throat's all dry and scratchy.
What choice do I have, selfish brutes? We're part of the same family, but you guys are bigger.
It's a shame that the whirlwind should be so little. He could have been great for so many things.
Here, it's a pity. Oh, with his size, he'd just barely be able to carry off anything other than dust and leaves.
Hey! Whirlwind, get back here. When I get a hold of you, I'll teach you a thing or two. Get over here. Whirlwind!
Did you bring me any water?
Of course. There's some in the air.
Ha ha! And you, the clever water with hair. Hey?
Aren't you ashamed of yourself? A hurricane as old as you using the little ones to steal.
But Rain, I don't know what you're talking about.
Go ahead and act like a fool. But I saw you, and what happened was just plain rude.
Stop fighting, or you're going to give our friends a bad impression. And stay alert for any alarm. They might need you at any moment.
You and I will talk about this later.
You and I will talk later, too.
Planet Earth has many different climates, and to keep them stable is precisely what the atmospheric phenomenon are meant to do.
Sit down, please.
Wow.
And have a look at the world.
Goodness, speaking of stability, an area of the planet's just lost it.
Is something going on in this part of the Earth? What is that alarm going off for?
Two air masses of very different temperatures and humidities have formed.
And only hurricane or typhoon can get things back in order. Typhoon, I think, is...
Typhoon, you need to go to the alarm zone and regularize the climate.
But I just got here. Why can't I take a little break?
Here we go again. It's always the same.
That typhoon, always so confused.
Typhoon or hurricane, one of you two, I don't care which one. You need to go to the alarm zone right now.
Actually, it's my turn. I'm going.
Well, if it's your turn, you should have said so earlier.
If I slip by, I slip by. And if you were in my place,
Someone should say something to that presumptuous hurricane.
Well, it's not going to be me. That wouldn't do a thing. With him, words just fly off with the wind.
Aye, Negative Ion. You're always so negative.
Hurricane and typhoon. What's the difference between those two? They seem the same to me.
They're really the same phenomenon, but humans call them different things according to the zone they're moving in. Look! He's already working away, stabilizing the climate.
He's over the ocean. That's the Atlantic.
He's the origin of the best climate changes. Look, it's already stabilizing. The state of the alarm's about to end.
It's a phenomenon.
Atmospheric.
Yes.
I saw how hurricane worked, but what did he actually do?
Yeah, what did he do?
Like I already told you, he re-established the equilibrium of that zone's climate. It had gotten too hot, and to not fix it...
The too hot air mass had extended to other zones, endangering life forms that are used to a specific climate.
Oh, okay. If it suddenly got cold in the warm areas, the plants there would die, and the people would get sick because they wouldn't be ready for the difference in temperatures.
Exactly. And at the poles, a heat wave would melt the ice and the whole world would be in danger.
Caramba! I never thought that it would be so important to conserve the different climates on Earth.
Next time it's your turn and no tricks, understood?
Storm clouds over Paris. They need to let it all out. Rain, it's your turn.
Oh la la, what? Look.
Paris, c'est magnifique!
Stop joking around. Duty is calling me. You guys want to come with me?
Of course I do. I've always wanted to see Paris, so let's go.
Why, it's very nice up here.
Come on, Frosty. If you don't move, your butt's going to freeze.
Rainbow should go with you. He's always a good thing after rain.
Follow me, friends. We'll be there in a flash.
See you later, pals. Thanks for showing us all those phenomenon.
We knew you'd like to meet them.
Come back whenever you want.
Keep a good grip on them.
Careful with the window! Ah!
What the? What was that attack all about? Why have you kidnapped me?
This isn't a kidnapping. We only want to chat a little with you.
So that's what all the secrecy is about? We can't talk over there outside?
I only wanted to talk to you to help you really annoy those big guys who keep abusing you.
Typhoon and hurricane?
Yeah, those good-for-nothings that are always ordering you to do things, as if you were their lackey.
Oh, that's for sure. I can't stand them. So what are you suggesting to me?
I've come up with a plan that should really get to them.
A plan? When did you make a plan?
Oops! Whatever it may be, I'd love to really have a go at them. Tell me about it.
We have to keep it a secret. Listen. Like I said, Dopey, you're stupider than Raindrop and his friends. Ah, and those visitors you had don't enter into any part of our plan.
If you're talking about those 3 stages of water, they've just left the rainbow.
Good. Very good. This time, nothing will stop me from reaching my evil ends.
Wow, Rain, you sure took care of that quickly. We arrived just as you finished.
Sorry, but these clouds were filled to the brim and they couldn't wait any longer. But the sun's coming out, and now it's your turn to shine, Rainbow.
That's for sure. And now, watch and be awed.
It's beautiful. It's like a door to a fairyland.
It doesn't seem real that all these colors appear when the sun hits drops of water.
Mother Nature can be surprising and beautiful.
Yes, Rainbow is one of the nicest phenomena. He's lucky.
Why do you say that?
Humans love seeing Rainbow, but snow, hail, hurricane, and myself, well, it's a different story with us.
Of course. You ruin crops and cause damage. Why do you do that?
It's not easy to explain. We're only manifestations of climate changes that the Earth needs to maintain its stability.
The planet's climate is a very complicated thing.
Mission accomplished. Paris now has a beautiful phenomenon they can contemplate.
Great, I'm off. I've already done my work here. Bye!
Bye, Rain. We'll see you soon.
Yes, I'm sure we will.
I suggest flying to the North Pole. You can see an Aurora Borealis there.
I'd love to see one.
And although it's the same phenomenon, when it occurs over the South Pole, it's called Aurora Australis.
And they occur only at the poles?
The poles are the centers of Earth's gravity, and solar particles are pulled in towards them.
Solar particles?
They're little residual fragments of the sun's explosions, which travel through space and land on Earth.
Yes, they're what make the auroras glow, when they come in contact with the highest layers of the atmosphere.
Tell me on the way up there. I'm very eager to see an aurora in action.
Borealis or Australis?
Doesn't matter. Whichever one's closer.
Being over Paris, which is in the northern hemisphere of our planet, the North Pole is closer.
Well, then we'll see an Aurora Borealis Off we go.
But don't rush too much. Although it's a long way there, there's no big hurry!
This'll work just fine.
Flu, goodness, your bag smells bad.
Psst, shut up.
Come, friends. My colleagues agree with all of it.
I knew they'd love my plan. When are we gonna practice? It'd be better if we just went ahead and did it.
That's taken care of. When one of them gets ready to leave, they'll take you with them, and you can sprinkle your pollutants all over the place.
Those good-for-nothings are as docile as children.
Going through the sky with these people doesn't do a thing for me. They spin around so fast and that could be dangerous.
Don't be a coward, Dopey. This'll be a triumphant day. I'll extend my empire all over.
Whoa, it's such a magnificent sight.
Mother Nature sure creates some unique and marvelous things.
It's a shame this happens only in the zones close to the poles. You people can see it, but you can be seen all over the world, and you're very spectacular, too.
That's right. By the way, I just got some news. They need me in Australia, and I ought to get going right away.
Gosh, that's on the other side of the world.
Almost. Goodbye, friends. I'm heading over there.
Have a good trip, and don't get lost.
And if you get there, say hi to the kangaroos.
It seems like the alarm is in North America.
Another area that's too hot with a cold air mass moving in.
They need a typhoon.
Typhoon, it's your turn.
I'm ready. I'll be on my way in just a second.
Go on. Go with him. And good luck.
Thanks, Whirlwind. We'll hold up our end of the deal.
That stench is horrible. Why don't you toss that blag, Flu?
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Toss it. Toss it all over the world.
Oh, I'm sure you know what you're doing, Flu.
Of course I do. And so far, everything's working according to plan. And with Raindrop far away, this'll surely be a success.
Oh, I hope we get there soon because I'm really dizzy. The heights just don't agree with me.
Stop your whining. You're just being lazy because you know you gotta get to work right now.
Don't count on me for that. Oh, don't understand your obsession with contamination.
Okay, we're in the zone. Where do they want us?
Thank you. You've done us a big favor.
My pleasure. Be careful when you jump off. Don't hurt yourselves.
Jump?
We'll jump with parachutes, dummy. Don't be scared. Everything's under control. We'll glide down, and from the air, we'll toss the contents of this bag of trash to the four winds. Hold on tight to the parachute. Here we go.
Oh, heavens. This is a parachute. We're going to be squashed flat.
Don't jinx this. This can turn out badly.
Oh, my head is spinning.
And I'll make it spin even more.
Typhoon, would you mind blowing with a little less force?
I'm sorry, I was only doing my job.
Didn't you tell me this couldn't turn out badly?
Dopey, if you'd shut up, everything would be much better.
Lesson number 1, don't try parachuting on a windy day, much less with a typhoon. Lesson number 2, the higher you are, the harder you fall.
Well done, Typhoon. That contaminating agent thought that you phenomenons weren't a team, and that he could manipulate you.
Yes. He totally fooled himself thinking that whirlwind would betray him.
Give him another whirl, Typhoon. Make sure they remember this for a long time.
Don't you worry, I'll take care of them.
Ow! What a smack! And this time Raindrop didn't even have anything to do with it. Now I can see that she can't trust anybody, not even Mother Nature.
Why did you say that? Right now she's letting us see all these pretty little stars. And thank goodness nothing else has happened to us. Their plans always wind up terribly.
I admit it hasn't turned out as expected, but we're on the ground now, and nothing bad is gonna happen to us.
I'm not sure about that. It's starting to rain.
Ah, don't be silly. A little bit of rain, what can it do to us? Come on, let's go.
Flu, this rain is falling very seriously.
What kind of expressions are those? What do you mean it's falling, and very seriously?
That's what I was saying! Now we're on the ground and nothing bad's going to happen to us.
You provoked quite an impressive storm.
And the rising water was magnificent.
That should make them remember their lesson for quite some time.
They deserve it, although I think Dopey doesn't have any bad intentions.
Surely not, but he could stand a good wake-up. And for waking up, nothing's better than a little cold water.
And all that, too. I think that this zone is still highly charged, Typhoon. You should spin hard and fast and get it back to its normal climate.
I'll do just that, but stand back. It could be dangerous for you.
We'll leave it in your hands. But when you're done, go back to the castle. There might be another assignment waiting for you.
Some climate there. All it is work. Only work, work, work.
Remember that the great power of nature always acts for the benefit of all. The next time you see a storm, think about how nature is simply trying to rebalance itself. And thanks to that, ours is a planet full of life.